good to have a note. You give your reasons why you think it's good to have a note, and then I'm gonna give my reasons why I think it's not good to have a note.
80% of that shit is building your credit up. That's 80% of it. Building your credit up. Okay. Having a line of a scream, but somebody saying you can pay something. And paying, if you got the money to pay for the car, you might as well just leave it. Because you might end up selling the car or doing something else with the car. So you don't really have to pay that whole, say my car $30,000.
Right.
I'd rather drop $5,000 to $8,000 on my car and just pay. But I don't even want to drop that, to be honest, because if your credit good, like, you know, every $1,000 on your car don't take nothing like $20 off your note. But every $1,000 you spend on a car down payment, they ain't nothing like $20 off your note. So I'd rather pay the cheapest down payment I can pay, the cheapest, than just pay them. Whoa. Hopefully, me personally, I got good credit. So I know my car note can be like no more than $300 a month. And that'll be for like a 2020 or something like that. Something exclusive.
Hey,
what?
I'm a time limit both of y'all just so we don't get off track. You feel what I'm saying? 3 minutes.
What you mean time limit, nigga? This show ain't no time limit. This show ain't even don't come on time.
No, I'm talking about far as, because you know we be going all the way to the left.
I'm done. Go ahead, Mike. I'm done.
Okay. You said a lot. I wanted to pick apart a lot of that shit, but I'm gonna just say this. All right. My first reason why I think it's not good to have a car note, and I'm speaking to people that's listening to this and the people that really need to hear this shit.
Oh, last thing. One more thing.
Go ahead, say that last thing. Say that last thing, G.
As soon as you buy that bitch depreciate.
Right. Right. Now it did the same thing. It did the same thing.
If you buy,
when you got a note, it did the same thing. But go ahead.
If I buy a $40,000 car, right, and I put $40,000 on that car, as soon as I pull that car off the lot, it's not worth $40,000 no more. So I'm out of $40,000.
Unless it's a Hellcat or something.
Right.
No, it's not worth. I don't give a fuck what it is.
Yes, Hellcats appreciate.
Bro,
any car,
bro.
That's bullshit. That's
unless
bullshit.
that bitch is an old school car, as soon as you pull them bitches off the lot, they depreciate, bro.
Right.
There's no brand new in that. You cannot sell that car for the same price you just bought it for. Unless you get a nigga that's a clown and you goddamn say you put rims and all that extra shit on it.
So if it's a collector's item, if it's only 1 out of 500 or 1 out of 300.
All right, bro, you talking about some weird shit, bro. We not
Hellcats.
bad.
I just said that.
Shit.
They got Daytona Hellcats that is one of.
But it don't matter. Either way, I don't give a fuck if it's that. Once you buy that car and you pull it off the lot, it's not gonna be worth that no more.
You done?
Period, bro. It's not gonna be worth that. So me personally, I'd rather keep my $40,000 in my pocket, put that $5,000 down on that car, and sell that car or trade it in and do whatever I do to it within a year or two if I want another car. And I'm not out of $40,000. The most is I'm out is probably like, shit, I might not be out nothing because I'm gonna trade it in for the same value of that car. Vice versa than sell. I don't know. But go ahead, Mike.
All right, so boom. Now I ain't a know-it-all, but I'm gonna tell you, I've been on both sides. So I'm coming from a perspective of I was over there before. I put down payment down and finance. That's what I did. I financed the car. You know what I'm saying? All right. I was a fucking idiot. I'm coming home.
Hold on. Let me say this. It's a difference between. I got it twisted. This is the difference between leasing, financing, and buying. You right though.
Right. All that. Right.
Yeah.
So
like millionaires lease their cars.
Exactly.
Right. That's what I was getting. That's what I was getting to.
You got to be able to have. You got to have money to lease though, and I'm not talking to those people.
No, you don't. You don't have to have money to lease a car.
You have to have great credit. Let me take that back.
Leasing a car ain't nothing but like getting a rental for the whole year. That's all that is. And you trade it in to get another car.
Tomorrow you do it.
I can get a car. I can lease a car tomorrow if I wanted to, bro.
A nice.
There's no problem. There's no problem,
bro. I'm telling you. All right. Okay. So you telling me you ain't got to have. Hold on, pressure. You ain't got to have good credit or no a bag to get a lease. I'm not talking about you got to put the money down, but they got to see that
Yeah,
you're.
I ain't credit. You ain't getting it with no garbage
And
ass
a lot
They
of
credit.
gotta
things, a
see.
lot
They
of
gotta
things, your
see that
job
you
is your
make
credit.
money. They gotta
A
see
lot of
that you
things,
make
your
money.
job is your credit too, though, G.
But they gotta see that you make bread. I'm not talking about leasing a fucking Ford or something. You see what I'm saying? I'm talking about like leasing a.
I thought you
Bro,
was
we're
just saying
talking about
leasing.
regular people cars, but we're not
All
talking
right,
about no
I
fucking
forgot. I
Lamborghinis
forgot.
and
My
shit,
bad.
did it?
No, I'm not talking about Lamborghinis neither. But I'm talking about
What
like,
type of car you talking about?
I like the
What
middle
kind of car
joint.
you think? You think I
The
can't
middle
lease a
one,
Hellcat?
bruh. No,
You think I
no,
can't lease a Hellcat?
no. You can't. No,
You
you
out your
can't.
fucking
You
man,
can't.
nigga. You
Do
out
you
your
know how much
man,
Hellcat
bro.
costs?
Hey, bro, the credit I got, bro, I probably don't have to put down nothing but like about 4 bands for it, and I will have a Hellcat, bro.
Oh,
It's just I'm gonna have a
you
hell of
made
a
it seem
monthly
like
payment.
all right. I said you had to have money, but you made it seem
No, ain't
like
no money in it, nigga. It's 4,000, not a lot of money, bro.
I,
For
I,
a fucking fifty
I.
thousand dollar
You
car.
took my words the wrong way, then. Oh, what I'm saying is they gotta see that you got consistent bread flowing in. In that
That's
case,
with anything, though. Did it? That's with anything you're
no,
going
but
to buy
no,
that you're going to
not
fucking
not
rent
no
out. They're
12,
gonna check
not
your
no
credit.
$10 an hour though, not no $12, not no 14, 13. It gotta be. You gotta make something annually nice. You feel what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Or
Now,
maybe
of
the
course,
least.
they ain't gonna get no bad at. Ain't no bad at working at McDonald's. Ain't gonna get no super sweet ass
There
car.
you go. Now it
But
don't.
they gonna
See,
get a
you
car.
can't
They gonna
say
get
that. You
leased.
can't say that
No, they
because
gonna get
it's
a
a
car.
person at McDonald's that been working at McDonald's that credit is crazy that just landed at McDonald's.
If
You know
they
what I'm saying?
credit crazy, if they credit good, bro, I don't give a fuck where you work at. You get in the car.
All right, then that's my point. But I'm saying it's people that work at McDonald's that's I don't know, bro. I don't know what the right way
No,
to
they
say it.
just can't afford it, bro. They don't got the
No, bro,
money.
they
Nigga
can
can't.
afford it and everything.
Nigga can't.
Motherfuckers
They
in
can't afford it,
workplaces you
bro.
would never think. You would think like, man, this motherfucker
Bruh,
broke. Whole
niggas
time
at McDonald's can't
that
afford
like
the down payment
they
down there,
got
bruh. They
they
gotta save for the down payment.
all right,
Niggas
go
at
ahead. All
McDonald's
right,
ain't getting no
my bad.
bread, bruh.
So the way this
I
got
gotta
fucked
take
up
that back.
is we gonna blame O again.
Regular
'Cause
employees
this
at
nigga talking
McDonald's
about
ain't getting
hold
no
on.
bread.
We
The
gonna
manager's getting it probably.
we gonna blame O again because he talking about fucking leasing and we talking about financing
Bro,
versus
I'm going
buying.
off what we
So
talking
you
about.
fucked up
It's the
already.
same
No,
thing. I
we
still
said we was
think
financing,
financing.
dog. We said
Okay,
financing
financing.
versus
Okay,
buying.
Diddy. If
All
you
right.
want to get technically with the words, I think financing is still better, bruh.
All right. Now we all right, go
I'm
ahead.
not out 40
So
bands,
it's
bruh.
cool. It's cool for me to know. I could get
Yeah,
that.
go ahead, Mike.
All right, all right.
Did it jumping in wrong and shit. No, the fuck he talking about?
So I'm gonna say this right. The reason I think financing is a bad idea, not for all people. It's not for all. I'm not saying like I agree with O and some of the things he was saying. Like, if you can afford it, like if you can, not no motherfucking you think you can afford it because you got this new job that pay you blah blah. No, 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 no. I mean, can you afford it? If you can afford it, then maybe it'll make sense for you. Like I agree with somebody like a doctor or a lawyer, and I'm not even saying you got to be at that level. I'm just saying something that is that consistent. You know what I'm saying? If somebody like that were to lease a car or finance a car, I'm not telling them that was a bad idea or that was a bad move. But if you're a nigga on the come up, you working your way up, you at that bot, financing a car is only going to hurt you. You're going to fuck
How?
yourself more than you're going to help yourself. I know you
How?
think it's going to help your credit. Just hear me out. Hear me out. If you
It's gonna
already
help
are working
everybody.
your way up, you're not about to help your credit. You're about to fuck yourself. I'm going to tell you how you're going to do it because you think you're about
Okay.
to build your credit. But life, you do not consistently make the money to afford this motherfucker, dog. You just don't.
Who
Like,
knows?
what
Why would you
happens if,
get it
hold
if you
on, hear
can't
me
afford
out,
it?
hear me out, hear me out, hear me out. Oh, hear me out, dog. I let you rock, dog. Just hear me
Unexpected
out.
shit.
Hear me out. What I'm saying is, if you're a person that's working your move and you on your way up, and I don't care where you work at, I don't care where you work at. If you ain't got some solidified ass job, whereas basically, I preface what I was about to say with if you can afford it, and I'm not saying do you have the money. I mean, do you have the lifestyle that can maintain and cover this financing deal? Because you making a deal for 2 years from now when you don't know what. Let me take that back.
Probably
most
be
of
more
these
than that.
deals are
Probably like
5-year
10.
deals. Hold on. Most of these deals are 5-year deals. You don't know
Yes.
what's gonna happen in 5 months, let alone 5 weeks. So if life happens and you got this 5-year deal, what do you think just happened to your credit? If you can't afford to pay for this shit in 6 months. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
your fault
In
then,
six
bro. We're
months,
not
life
talking about if
happens.
you can't afford
No,
to
no,
pay it.
right, but that's what we're talking about. I said I preference this by saying if you can afford it, I'm not telling you don't do it. I'm telling you it ain't nothing for you to
That's what I
say, for example,
that's what I
look,
was going
say
on
you
from the
stack up your
beginning. If
chicken.
you can afford
Say
it.
you stack up your chicken and you got 4 bands, right? And you working, you've been working and you've been stacking your chicken. Going to go take 4 bands and go finance a car is probably the worst thing you can do with your 4 bands. When I
No.
think with that 4, you can take 25 or to 3 to go cash out on a car and let the rest that you got left go and get every little knick-knack done that you need to get done because now you own that car. And in 6 months, you ain't got no car note. You ain't got no full
True.
coverage car insurance
That's
you gotta
true.
be paying because you
That's
don't
true.
know what's, and that's how I'm speaking on. I'm
But
speaking
hey,
on what I learned. And I'm gonna
a
tell you
lot
why
of
I'm
shit I
saying it. And I'm
see.
gonna let you say this one thing. I'm gonna say this one more thing, then I'm gonna let you say something. When I came home, remember when I had that Cadillac truck? Like when Diddy was describing his car, and I was like, I had that same joint. Remember that black Cadillac truck? All right. If I wouldn't have got in a car accident that ended up covering the rest of the deal, I wouldn't have known I was in a bad deal. You know what I'm saying? I didn't realize I was in a bad deal. I had just put the bread down and was paying my bill, paying my bill. Blah blah blah. I'm doing, yeah, I like the look. Yeah, I'm paying my bill. When I got in an accident and the bread got distributed, I got nothing. All the bread went to the dealer, which is nothing wrong. I ain't no knock on that. But because I was paid up until that point, I had like 1 month left worth of a bill. I still had my car, but I had like 1 month left of a bill, and I was out of that deal. You know what I'm saying? But I started thinking if I wouldn't have got in an accident, or let's say that accident would have been my fault. You know what I'm saying? That same accident, I would have lost my car, but I would have still had a bill that I would have been paying on a car that I don't have because I'm in a contract. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I'm in a contract for years. All that only thing had to go wrong was somebody say the story a different way than how the story went, and the accident can be anybody else in that accident's fault. Now that
Yeah.
rest of that chicken that was old on that tab, man, that shit went to y'all, and I just made it out the deal because I paid my bills. You know what I'm saying? Now I learned right then. God damn, had this shit have went any other way, dog, I'd have had 3 years left on the deal for a car I won't have. You know what I'm saying?
What you
And I'd be
mean?
still, huh?
Oh, go ahead, go ahead. You saying if you
I'm
was right
saying,
there.
I'm saying, in that accident, right? It was a 4-car crash.
Uh-huh.
A car in front of me did something, and I stopped right just barely before hitting their car. But we on the highway, so the car, mind you, I says 4 cars. So the car behind me couldn't stop. They hit my car, which made my car hit the car in front of me. Then the car that hit me, the next car hit them, which made their car hit my car again, and made my car
Okay.
hit the car in front of me
And
again.
you don't got to say the whole crash, but
Well, I'm saying had the driver, the first driver, the first car that got hit, tell the story a different way. Like she don't know that the reason her car got hit is because my car got hit. If she say my car hit her car, then that's now my fault. You get what I'm saying?
of course. That's yeah.